What are the liberal critiques of Marxism? Have you ever wondered how different political ideologies clash when it comes to fundamental beliefs? Today, we are discussing the liberal critiques of Marxism. This topic is rich with contrasting views, and understanding them can help clarify the ongoing debates in political theory. Liberal critiques of Marxism focus on key disagreements about individual rights, freedom, political pluralism, and the role of the state. While both ideologies share concerns for justice and equality, they diverge significantly in their approaches. First, liberals stress that individual rights and freedoms are essential. They argue that Marxism often places collective goals above personal freedoms. Marxists view political rights as a struggle between oppressors and the oppressed. In contrast, liberals see rights as beneficial for everyone, believing they can expand for society as a whole. This leads to fears that Marxist regimes may suppress dissent and individual autonomy in their pursuit of class revolution. Next, liberals challenge the idea of economic determinism found in Marxism. This concept suggests that economic forces and class relations drive historical change toward communism. Many of Marx's predictions, like the collapse of capitalism, have not occurred as he envisioned. This raises questions about the scientific validity of Marxism and its assumptions regarding economic crises and class consciousness. Another point of contention is Marxism's skepticism toward liberal values such as freedom, rule of law, and private property rights. While Marx acknowledged some liberal achievements, he criticized liberalism for not reflecting on its economic foundations. Liberals, however, argue that private property and market mechanisms support individual freedom and social progress. They believe that abolishing private property could undermine incentives and personal responsibility. From a liberal perspective, the Marxist goal of eliminating the state is seen as unrealistic and potentially dangerous. Liberals emphasize the importance of democratic institutions and checks and balances to protect individual rights. They argue that Marxist ideas about managing society solely through economic relations overlook the complexities of political power and human diversity. Finally, liberals critique Marxism for its focus on class conflict, which they believe oversimplifies social dynamics. They argue that this perspective neglects other sources of identity and injustice, such as race, gender, and religion. Liberalism promotes a more inclusive approach to justice that accommodates multiple interests and identities within a framework of individual rights. In practical terms, liberal critiques caution against Marxism's revolutionary methods and centralized economic planning. Instead, they advocate for reform, democratic governance, and market economies that protect individual freedoms while addressing social inequalities. Liberals argue that social justice is best pursued through institutions that respect human rights and promote economic opportunity. In essence, the liberal critique of Marxism highlights concerns about individual rights, political pluralism, and the rule of law. It questions economic determinism and the rejection of private property while emphasizing the need for democratic institutions. Understanding these critiques can provide valuable context for the ongoing discussions about political ideologies in our world today.